Good. Share our warpstone, and I will not eat you. Yet.
Hey, how are you doing, Spiky Boy? Spiky Boy, you were first. How are you, fella? Right. How are you? Happy. Shit, what day is it? Wednesday? It is Wednesday, isn't it? Happy Wednesday. Right. So, we need to chip all of this so that we can do the oil wash to make them look like this. This one's just had the oil wash done. I just recorded this one for the oil wash. So this one's all recorded up to this point, so we need to wait for the oil wash to dry, give this another varnish, and then highlight all the metallics. And then he is done bar the base, which will be quite cool to do. So we've got the leftover oil wash here ready for all of these, which we will chip away now. It's time to paint. It is, Mr. Phil, it is. You are vaguely awake, Spike, but I need to work early tomorrow, so I get to suffer through it today. Need to work early tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to get a load of these up. I need to mix the paint. The wet palette. How are you today then, Mr. Spike? Is everything going okay? There we go, mix that black. Very nice dark colour for the chipping. And yeah, I've got my desk down today. I can stay up until 2 AM no problem, but getting me up for that shift. I'm the same, dude. I'm the same. Like night owl for sure. Night owl for sure. Oh, we should probably get some music on before Purpley gets here and shouts. Let's get some music on. There we go. I've got my ring on today as well. Although it's the wrong way around. There we go. There we go. And just double check that he's not got any other transfers on him, so that's that one all sorted out. It should be really quick to do all of these. Shouldn't be very long at all. Have you been painting, and did you paint anything last night, Spiky? Did Spiky get anything painted last night? That's really battered. This one will be fun to do, look. So we need to make sure that line isn't straight. Chip away all the way up that line. I'm going to slap some paint on the Duke and the pegs. It's nice. Closed it well last night, so no painting. I had to train someone how to close last night too. I was tired when he got home. I watched the latest episode of Alien Earth this morning. Oh my god! If they don't land this season, I'm going to be so cross. If the final episode of this season is like Rings of Power episode 8 or Lost or something shit, I'm gonna be so cross. It's so good. It's so good. I might record chipping another one of these because it's quite good. This one hasn't really got much to chip. It's got that one there, which is quite cool to chip, and then it's got that one there. But I think the big circle ones are quite cool. I think I've got at least another one of these. Working through Wednesday season 2. Yeah, that's not bad. I quite like that. There we go. That's that one. No other transfers on there. Let's do this one. We really have to do the vexillas on these, don't we? Yeah, the Wednesday one was quite interesting. I'm just going to dot this one because I don't think scratches are particularly going to show up. And because it's lines, you just need to kind of break the lines up. I love whoever wrote her sarcasm. Nice. I was watching The Sting again earlier. I watched For a Few Dollars More as well the other night. Oh my god. So cool. I'm so glad I watched that again. Westerns from my childhood. Yeah, I thought Wednesday was pretty good. It is very funny when she gets buried and she's like, "Oh, it's the best sleep I've had for ages." Billy Piper do that American accent was weird though. That's not how she sounds. Chipped away, that one's chipped away there, that one's, oh wow, this one's got 3 transfers on him. Oh, I put a little bit of brown on the skulls as well, just to kind of make them look a little bit more like skulls. Right, I'm just going to record this one. Because this one will be a really cool one to include on the YouTube video, because I chipped away all of that for the video, but it was only it's only got a tiny transfer down there, so I can chip this one away. So I'm just going to record this one. There we go. Sorted. Okay, so that one's good. Chip that one away. Hey Unknown, how you doing? There's two looking beautiful. Thank you very much. Yeah, we've done loads of them. We're just I've done so I've got 25 done. I'm just painting one for YouTube, for the YouTube tutorial. So this is that one, which is a little bit further ahead than these ones. It's had the brown added to this shoulder pad, and then a few little drips as well down certain areas. But we're going to do that. We're going to do that to all of them later with the rest of the oil wash that I've got left over. So yeah, we're just chipping chipping the transfers at the moment. Big thing with chipping is making sure you got a nice opaque mark. You don't want it soft. Ah, there we go. There's another one chipped away. That's that one all done. Oh, he's got two little hanging bits. That's quite cool. Away. Next one. And there are some which are a little bit bright, which I need to make a glaze for, because I glazed some of these down a little bit that were just a fraction bright. I over highlighted them yesterday, if you remember. So I've any which are a little bit bright, I glazed back a little bit yesterday. It's mainly just on the shoulder pads. Just to help knock them back a little bit. They were going a bit too bright. Break up any of the straight lines. That's that one chipped away. Hasn't got any extras. So yeah, loving doing these. Really enjoying doing these. This will be an interesting one to chip away because it's obviously got to still look like a raven skull, so we'll probably do very little on this one. Like that. I'm going to chip most of this one off, but leave this top side so it's still, you still know what it is. And just put a line across that scratch mark. There we go. It's a little bit bright. Just soften all that down a fraction. There we go. Brilliant. Oh, these are just so good. Oh, this one's already been chipped away a little bit. Do some more. Boo, hey, how you doing, Manaringo? Are you okay? This one's already kind of chipped everywhere. I just need to chip this bit, but I need to chip that with a different colour. Doing good just being on a call with another... Oh! Dude. You are nailing it. Okay, prep for tonight's games night is done. Oh, what are you doing? Raven Guard are looking good. Mate, I'm so buzzing about these. I'm so buzzing. Look at this. Look at this. We're just chipping all the transfers at the moment, but they're just looking so cool. We've got the one for the YouTube video up to this point, so I'm just waiting for the oil to dry on this shoulder pad, and it's already dry on some of the drips that we've done. We might add a little bit more drips just because it's the colour's faded a little bit on there. So wait for this shoulder pad to dry, and then it's all going to get the varnish again, and then it's all that is left then is highlighting the metallics and just running a top highlight on the top of the bolter. That's it. It seems an inappropriate emotion for Raven Guard. What, that they're looking good? They're really looking fantastic. Thank you, Spiky Boy. Another round of X-Wing. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. But yeah, absolutely loving them. I think they're fantastic. They're looking great. So yeah, I've just got some more out. I've been glazing some of the shoulder pads down because yesterday when we were highlighting, I got a little bit carried away and they were a bit too bright. So I've just got a bit of a glaze together just to glaze over and darken some of the overzealous highlighting that I did yesterday. It was very easy to do. And I've also started adding some extra. Well, I've put some brown in the eye sockets and things of the skulls, but then also I've just been adding some extra PVA glue like wash over the bases just to seal them in a little bit more. Excitement. Oh, excitement for the Raven Guard. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just am. They are, I think, coming together really well. I always take that one off. Let's take this one off. Let's take the back wing off. I always take the middle wing off. Let's chip away the back wing. Oh, this one hasn't had the black wash put over it. Maybe we can do that. If we do that with this wash. Okay. So there's some bits on the transfer which I'm avoiding, namely the head. I still want to keep that head so it's recognisable. I can chip away most of the tail because that's okay. I want to try and keep some of the wing separations in. But other than that, everything's fair game pretty much. Anything else on that one? Nothing else on that one. So next. think this one we're going to chip away. This is going to be one where we're going to chip away the vast majority. And again, get that wash and wash it over. In terms of applications, my colleague Andy was made redundant with me, did about 130 in 6 weeks. Wow! 130? He must have done that with some kind of AI help. Was that applications for job adverts that are out there, or like cold calling, like, hey, are you looking for XYZ? That's impressive. Oh, wider, okay. Did he get anything? Yeah. Mostly posted jobs. Wow. Well, that's quite cool for knowing that there's that amount out there. Hey JJ, how you doing? I'm waiting for the scattergun approach. The buckshot. Buckshot. thought this one's got a little... Right, let's see if I can follow that scratch. Yep. Check that one away. Hey Space, how you doing? What's shaking? Chipping away all of these dudes. Some recruiters will tell you not to apply outside what they offer you, but it's like I don't need help seeing the stuff on the website, so I'm looking to the recruiters to access the other 60% that don't go up on the ad group. Ah, yeah, can understand that. Right, let's chip the top side of this. Chip the top side of this away. That's a good space for a scratch, as is that there. You know, try and a good place for scratches and chips is the edge. So you want to soften the edges out. There we go. And then the classic one on this, just a scratch across. Chipped away. Working on XPS foam terrain, bridges. When I get closer to the end I'll post it in the Discord, which I still need a link. Yes please, still picking away with Khan Custom. Can somebody who's in both chats just copy the Discord link please? Just do ! Discord in Twitch and then just copy that link please and throw it in. I thought we did that yesterday. Thank you. Cheers, Manaringo. here as well. Chip this one away with some scratches. Are the decals all freehand? They're decals, and then we're freehanding scratches on them. There's no point trying to freehand. No point trying to freehand all of this on here when there are decals available. So that's the one that we did for YouTube. So then we just need to chip away at this bit here. I could do the freehand, but they just wouldn't look all the same. Next to impossible. Okay. It's chipped away at a better angle. Oh, that one's already chipped away. That's another one with the blue eyes. This one's one with a broken fucking... Really annoying. Just catching one and squishing it. It's never going to be straight again. Don't know what to do about it. Bro, is that the One Ring? Yeah, this is the One Ring, yeah. One Ring to wash them all. Who's that? Hades! Hey, how you doing? Okay, so we need to go back and touch up all of these with a different colour because the black looks okay, but then that one looks fantastic with the chipped away slightly green tinned. So once we've done all of these, we'll just go back with the green as well and just add the green to the centre. Aspen! How are you doing? Thank you for the raid. How How was your stream? How was your stream? What were you working on? I'm good, thank you. Salamander Jump Pack Intercessor. Very cool. Very cool. Painting or building? I'm guessing painting. Hey Mo, how are you doing? How you doing, Perps? For Raid and Run, no worries. Instant follow for a Lord of the Rings fan. Oh, for the wrong ring. Thank you very much. I do, well, I have played Middle-earth strategy battle game, but I got quite cross when the new edition came out because I was working on an army and it just neutered it, well, didn't even neuter it, it was like, no, we don't do this anymore. So, I had a little bit of a paddy fit. But I will be back, and we're going to paint Smaug some point in the not too distant future. He's all built and bits filled in and everything. How are you, Perps? Perpsicles? Just came back from doctor's office. Ooh. There we go. So I started chipping all of these. Started chipping them all. And then I found one that I'd done before, one of the first ones I did, and I chipped it with black and then came in with the green and chipped on top of it, and it looks better. So now we've got to go back through all the chips I've done and just add this Dark Reaper green to some of the chips like that. Just ties everything back together. Could be a millionaire of 1,000 air. A millionaire of 1,000 air. Wait, what? What have I missed? Man, we had so much when I was a kid. A full-size Millennium Falcon. Getting back from the doctor's office. Mo, how was Aspen's stream? Was it good? looks really good when you do that. So we'll chip it with the black. And I am sitting on my desk today, as you can see. Just really felt like sitting down today. So just pull that. There we go. Are you excited for your Combat Patrol 40k stuff, Perps? After ranting about not enjoying painting my Imperial Stormtroopers, here I am painting a White Pegasus. White Pegasus. Oh, this will be a good one to chip, because then this one will be pretty much finished. Oh. Just as I was about to nearly finish one off.
As a demonstration of our power.
A demonstration of our power. As a demonstration of our power.
Badr Aziz.
Then get another one, you moron.
Get another one, you moron.
I think I have one in the truck.
It's quite good that that one's never been pulled up for copyright. Quite glad about that, obviously. Oh, these look so good. These look so good, guys. And if you don't agree, you're wrong. Definitely got to repaint him. Just posted some random minis in Discord. Nice. Yeah, we need to do a stream gallery. So, anybody's posting anything? Anybody been painting anything? Throw it up in the stream gallery. We tried to do one yesterday, but we didn't get any posted. And I know you're all painting something. So drop them in the stream gallery, we'll show them on stream. If you're a subscriber, make sure you've got your Twitch linked with your Discord so that you can see the stream gallery section. You put the Pegasus up, but it's nowhere near done. I mean, that's fine. That's what work in progress does for. These aren't done. I am really enjoying painting these. It's insane. I don't know why. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm really enjoying painting Space Marines. It's really weird. How cool they look. Buzzing about these. Absolutely buzzing. So we've got the oil wash over there ready. So once all this chipping is done, we can give all of them a gloss varnish on their left shoulder pad, and then do the oily bits. Anything else? Oh yes, we've got a good one here to chip away, look. This one would be brilliant to chip away. Put it in the stream gallery. Excellent. Hey Danica, how are you doing? How many points worth do you have of Raven Guard? 3,500 points at the moment. I've got I've got 3,200 without war gear, and I've just ordered Corvus Corax, so about 3,500 points. and we're just finishing off. This is a YouTube tutorial one, so we're just finishing this one off, and then I've got to do the voiceover for that, and then that will be up on YouTube. So if you want to know how I've painted these, it'll be up on my YouTube very, very soon. I'm aiming for this week. I'm aiming for Friday. That's the goal. Right, we've got one more. Well, technically we've got two more, but I think one of them has already been chipped. Yeah, that one's already been chipped. So we've got one more, and then we'll go and have a look at the stream gallery. So throw what you've been working on up in the stream gallery. Oh, we've already chipped this one as well. We'll just add some green to this one then. You, yes, you're a dick. Right, see if I've got a scratch across these and still make them readable. Keep it nice and thin. There we go. Yes. How are you doing, Danica? You all okay?
So, Christopher is streaming, he put on the music, and he's painting. I'm basically out of a job now.
Yep.
Bummer. Fuck. Moo.
Yep. You were so mean yesterday, Olivia.
Well, we can always build more killbots.
Yesterday. I'll have you know, sir, that I mean all the fucking time.
Very true, Olivia. Very true. Very true. How are you doing, Target? How are you doing, Target? Right, let's have a look at. Let's have a look at some gallery. Let's have a look at some gallery. Here we go. So this was Henley's yesterday. I don't know whether everybody saw this one, but it's fantastic. This is Hendy's baggage train from yesterday. I just thought I'd show it again because it's awesome. Super, super, super badass. So that's Hendy's, and then tell you what, dude, this might be a whip, but that's awesome. Those wings are super cool. Need to figure out a Skaven baggage train. I need to figure out a Tomb King baggage train. I don't know what to do about the Tomb King one. I don't know what to do about a Tomb King one. Mate, you've done loads of these. Oh, look, this looks really cool. That's fantastic. That's great, dude. The wings took a bit of time. I bet they did. Posted some terrain in the art stuff as well. Nice. So showing things just on stream, just so that we can kind of make this clear. We do on stream. We show off the stream gallery, any feedback on stream, and then we also occasionally do the furry podcasts as well. But this is just so if you're supporting the stream, then these are subscriber-only rooms. So we're just kind of giving back to everybody who supports the stream, which is awesome. You are more than welcome to post anywhere else in here as well and share them with the Discord. It's just that these ones don't get shown on stream. And so all these ones with little locks on are all the rooms that are available to subscribers. So yeah, if you want to subscribe on YouTube, I will add you in on there as well. Just let me know what your username is in Discord, because I don't think YouTube links with Discord as well as Twitch does anyway. So fantastic. They look amazing. This looks really cool. Come on, guys. There's got to be some more things that people have been working on. What have you been working on, guys? What have you been working on, guys? Throw it up in there. We're going to go back through and we're just going to add the colour to all these chips. And then we'll have another quick look in the Discord as well. Just saw someone using some AOS endless spell of a bone barge flying around as their Tomb King baggage train. A bone barge. Oh, the endless spell bone barge. Yeah. I mean, that's a good. It's a good source of bones, I guess. Right.
What's the plan then?
Hey, whiskey!
Winchester.
The pub.
Yeah, boy!
Hey, boy! Right, so these, the chips that we've already done, we need to add a little bit of colour into some of them in the centre. Like that. So it ties them in with the shoulder pad, with the armour colour. Like that. And in fact, we need to do that. We need to record doing that on this one as well. So let's do that. So I'm just going to record this for the YouTube video as well. Let's get some of this out of the way. That one needs to go out of the way. Okay, 2 seconds. I'm just going to record this for the video as well. And we're back. Okay. Been working on Horus Heresy Iron Hands, ended up pausing because the transfers were never in stock at my store. Whereabouts are you, Danica? Through the models up in the model showcase. Fantastic. It's a perfect place to put them. Perfect place to put them, dude. Oh, mate, they're colourful. They've got some colour. Liking that. Oh, the train looks amazing as well. JJ, they're really cool. Yeah, I just actually ordered some new Raven Guard ones. There we go. So I just ordered some new Raven Guard ones because I ran out of the shoulder pad white. Because you only get 26, which is really annoying. So you can only paint. You can only do the transfers for 26 Raven Guard, which is really annoying. So I got some more. But I'm 10 minutes from Warhammer World as well, so slightly different. New Zealand. Oh, Danica. Oh dear. Right, so before we all the cement is falling off the bases. We've already done that one. I do definitely need to go back and put some more sealant on the bases, get them sealed up. There we go. What made me choose Raven Guard? Oh my god. Right, okay. This is like a 5-year-long story of me trying to find a Legion, which I could kind of buy into, because I'm a little bit of a special snowflake. Like, I have to have like something that nobody else has got in terms of armies and how they're painted. So I tried Blood Angels. Well, the first one I did was Raven Guard. Like, I got back into 40k in 8th edition. Started painting some Necrons, and I've got 30,000 points of Necrons for 40k. And then I did a few Raven Guard because they're assassins and snipers, and I like assassins and snipers, and I always have. So I thought, oh, I'll do some of those, and that was back in 8th edition. And I did tactical squads and messed around with that, and didn't really get them done. It was too early in my hobby journey kind of thing, if you like. And then I went through a whole big journey of trying to find because everybody's got a Space Marine army, right? Everybody should have a Space Marine army. If you play 40k, everybody should have a Space Marine army. So I was trying to find a chapter which I was like, yeah, I like these. So I tried Blood Angels, I tried Dark Angels, I tried to make my own chapter, which I really liked the lore for, but just couldn't quite get them to work on the models and everything. And then it was, what was it, about 4 months ago, I did a video on my YouTube about how WYSIWYG doesn't exist anymore. And I did Raven Guard Tactical Squad. Started painting up a Raven Guard Tactical Squad, and I did them in the Deliverer scheme, the dark red Deliverer scheme. I was like, well, nobody's going to do Raven Guard in dark red. That's just not going to be a thing. So I did them in the Deliverer scheme, and it looked quite cool. And then Games Workshop sent me the Saturnine Terminators for the Warhammer community article. So you might have seen these on the internet, on Warcom. And I was like, oh, cool, okay, I'll paint them as Deliverers as well, because that'd be quite a cool little practice to see how it goes. So I painted those up for the Warhammer community article, and really liked them. And I was like, well, Games Workshop have sent me all these models, and I've done little tutorials for painting a Night Lords and painting. What did I do? I did a Night Lords, I did a World Eater, I did a Emperor's Children, and I did a... what was the other one I did? Can't remember what the other one was that I did. So I've got all these models. I did a Night Lords Scorpius. So I've got all these models. I thought, well, let's have a think about the Raven Guard, because like I do like the Raven Guard. The Raven Guard are cool because they're assassins and stealthy, and I do like the Night Lords because they're the same. They're just more on the horror side of assassins and stealthy. So I did. I got them all together and then had a think about the colour scheme, and obviously went to the Big Black Books. Had a load of help from Twitch chat, and like I sit here and I just talk to Twitch chat all the time, and Twitch chat are like, no, that's wrong, this is XYZ, or I was like, guys, teach me about Raven Guard. So they were teaching me all about Raven Guard, and then I came up with this colour scheme, which is, as you can see, slightly green. It's a slightly green black, slightly kind of bluey black. And I thought what I could do is do the majority of the army like this. So this kind of cool bluey black. And you get that on the Deredeo as well. And it's all done with a brush as well. There's no airbrush on this one yet. The airbrush one is going to be the Night Lords. Night Lords I'm going to airbrush, because I need to get the Night Lords. The base colour on the Night Lords needs to be done quickly. So that's going to be airbrush, and then I'm going to do all the details and the lightning strikes as with the brush. So this is the colour scheme for the vast majority of the army, and then there's going to be any Terminators. So I've got some Cataphracti Terminators, and I've obviously got the Saturnine ones. They're going to be in the red, and then I'm going to do reconnaissance squads in absolute jet black. So you can see the difference between like this bluey greeny black, and like jet black. Here's the Praetor, which has just been primed. So that's like the difference in terms of black. So it's going to be the army is going to be those kind of three colours, and across the army I think that would look really, really cool. The only thing is I don't know whether to do the Land Raider in Deliverer's red as well, or whether to do maybe I could do a Contemptor Dreadnought in Deliverer's red, just for a little bit of colour variety. But that, I think, so that I'm kind of getting the special snowflake part of doing the army, in finding the colour scheme which I really like, and then finding some variety within the army which I really, really like as well. So the army should look really, really cool, and then hopefully I'm going to email Games Workshop, and then hopefully they might do a army showcase as well. Might be interested in doing an army showcase, which would be quite cool. It's my first time checking out your channel. I just recognised your name from some Warhammer community post. Yay! How you doing, Danica? Thank you very much. I'm not surprised it took you 5 years to find the Raven Guard. They are very sneaky. I know so much about Raven Guard. You should get some of that black thread. No, Mannerings, no. Black 3.0 does not work on miniatures. It's an artist paint for arty things. Like the only thing that I would use Black 3.0 for would be the base rim. So So no, it doesn't work on models, and anybody who tries to tell you that it does is lying. So yeah, it's like the black 3.0 shit is like color shift paints. Yeah, so yeah, these ones were on the Warhammer community. Although I was quite cross with Warhammer community because they said that Chris has painted his Saturnines in an alternative crimson scheme for his Raven Guard. No, I haven't. I've painted them as the Deliverer scheme. It does work on models and it's perfect. No, it's not. It doesn't work on models because it makes the models just a big black blob. It just makes them a big black blob. Then you can't do anything with it. You can't highlight it. It just makes them a big black blob. And I like painting. So they're going to be the reconnaissance marines are going to be this black, highlighted. Hence why it's perfect for Raven Guard. What? It's just going to be a big black blob? I don't want a big black blob Raven Guard. Base Gate 3.0, highlight black 2.0. No, black 3.0 is not. It's not happening. It's not happening. There are very, very, very tiny occasions when you could do it. Like, for instance, the hood of a Wraith or the Witch King, you could put black 3.0 in there, or Musu black. If I was going to get the black, that sort of black, I would get Musu black, not the black 3.0. You could do like the inside the hood of the Wraith of the Witch King. You could do Musu black, which would be quite cool. Just for Chris, I will paint a full Space Marine with Musu black. I would use Musu black for the base rim. That's one idea that I had. You could do it for the base rim, and then it would like. How about the Raven Guard logos? What? Paint a Raven Guard logo in Musu black? No. Because I still need to paint it. I can't freehand a Raven Guard logo on like, not when we've got the transfers. It's a nice idea, Mannerings. It's a nice idea. I just hate that paint. It's used in so many like wrong situations. Everybody's like, "Oh, look how black it is." Anyway, and you must use it. I just found my old Space Marine. I've decided to make the Blood Ravens, and people keep making jokes about them stealing everything. So yeah. Anyway, so that's the history and story behind why a short version of why I have Raven Guard now. I've just ordered, like I say, I've just ordered Corvus Corax. I've just ordered the extra heads as well, the resin heads, so that I can do my jump packs, and then I'm going to convert when hopefully Games Workshop are going to do Mark IV. So when Games Workshop do the Mark IV Marines, I'm going to do a reconnaissance squad or two in Mark IV with Nemesis bolters and other stuff, like, because I really like the Volkite. The Volkite looks great, so I like the Volkite. There'll be quite a bit of Volkite in my army, I think, because it looks cool. And then I'm going to convert some more Death In as well. So the more Death In, there we go. There's one I've started to do. So I'm reposing the Mark 6, cutting all this out, reposing the Mark 6, and then I'll sculpt back in the webbing. And then I've got, I'm going to copy this kneeling pose as well. So I glued together one of this is from the Devastator squad. So I've glued that together, so I've got some reference for when I cut a Mark 6 up and make it kneeling. And then we'll do a more Death In squad, and then I'll sculpt the cloaks on, because I think that would work better than buying the more Death In squad. And also the more Death In squad's like 50 quid for 5, and I want at least 10 of them. So that'll be quite cool. Where did I get the bolter sculpt from? So that is from the Stalker bolt rifle. So this one is from the Stalker bolt rifle from the Primaris Intercessors, as is that little ammo clip there as well. So that and that are from the Stalker bolt rifle, and then these ones, which are just slightly smaller versions, look, are from the bolt rifle from the Intercessor squad, and I left this one with the curved cartridge. So that's, I just added that. So 10 of the Marines have these little ones on, 10 of the Marines don't have anything on, and then I'm going to do, this is going to be the reconnaissance. So this is the, have I got the picture still up? Yes, I do. So this is, if it loads, is it going to load? Let's just refresh it so it loads. So this is the, I think it's the Tigris Exitus bolt gun pattern variant, which is one of the bolters that the Raven Guard reconnaissance squads use. I'm just trying to get the picture up for you. Hey Sophia, how you doing? Nice little kit bash, works really well for them, thank you very much. I'm going to need some Raven Guard transfers. Why do you need Raven Guard transfers? Oh, for your jet black. Are you going to do a jet black Marine? So that's the Raven Guard Sergeant, and then that is the reconnaissance. So that's the jet black. So I'm going to do jet black, and then that's the Exitus pattern rifle. And then if I just bring that up, you can't quite see it. But yeah, that's that. So that's why I want my reconnaissance squad to be in Mark IV and be jet black. I think it would look really, really cool compared to everything else, and then everything else would also kind of stand out a bit more. So these wouldn't look quite so stealthy compared to the really stealthy stuff. The only thing I'm slightly contemplating is whether I should have done some of these with white shoulder pads. So I've done there's one sergeant here with a white shoulder pad, which I've done. I don't know whether I should have done more with some white shoulder pads for a bit of variety, but we'll get to that. The Assault Marines, if you have a look at the Assault Marines in here have white shoulder pads and white arms. So they've got white shoulder pads and white arms. So and they've also got Raven. Interestingly, they've got Raven things on both shoulder pads, which is quite interesting. So I might do a unit of those with white arms. But is that the one with the jump pack? That's the jump pack, isn't it? Is that the Mark IV jump pack? So yeah, we'll have to do. I need to get loads of the shoulder pads with trims for the Assault Marines then, which would be quite cool. Because I've got the a friend of mine sent me a load of the Assault Marines, so I've got loads of the Assault Marines. They were painted, he was painting them up as Emperor's Children, as you can see. But I got 20 of these. Yeah, what I might do with these is take those shoulder pads, especially now I've seen that picture again, take these shoulder pads off, add the Mark IV or Mark V ones with the trim on, so I can do them white with black trim. I think that might be quite cool. And then obviously we've got Dark Furies and more Death In to do. But they should look great. They should look great. And I really like these. These jump packs look brilliant. Very kind of raveny with the beak and the claws. Do the white shoulders and arms indicate veteran in Horus Heresy Raven Guard? They do, yeah. So the veteran is that's the veteran. So he's got a white beak. But if you go up to this one here, There we go, veteran. Veteran's got a white stripe. So yeah, I need to do some with like cool helmet designs and things on them. But I don't know whether veteran is going to be in like a regular squad. Like I was going to give some of these, like the ones with the Vexilla and stuff, I was going to give some of them like white stripes, but I don't know whether a veteran is just going to be in a squad or whether a veteran is just like a veteran sergeant or something. So maybe, to be fair, maybe he needs a stripe down his helmet. Anyway. I mean, my fingers hurt, but I have painted 20 termagants. Nice! Nice! So, yeah. Do you think I should... so, opening this up to Twitch chat, just for a quick conversation about it. Do you think I should remove these shoulder pads and add the classic one with the trim on both sides? Because then I can do the white arms and the white shoulder pads with the black trim. Veteran can be in a squad, but a squad of veterans. So you wouldn't see a veteran in like a tactical squad. So you wouldn't have like the dude who's got the Nuno Vox or the Vexilla in a squad of tactical marines wouldn't be a veteran. Is that fair to say? But you might have a veteran in something like a tactical support squad, maybe. I can be wrong, but it would make sense. Okay. I just think these are looking brilliant. I think they're looking absolutely brilliant. I'm dead excited. So yeah, what do we think about swapping the shoulder pads then? Have I got one without any shoulder pads? There we go. He's missing one shoulder pad, so let's remove his other one. And then I have two there. Let's just see if I can do this. That looks very glued on though. That's not going to come off, is it? Don't know what glue is used on these, but they ain't coming off. Anyway, so they would end up looking like that with the trim on. They look like different sizes. They're different sizes. They're different sizes. How weird. Maybe this one's a Primaris one. Is that a Primaris one? Maybe this is a Primaris one. I've got loads of Primaris shoulder pads. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will... and then I can give them white shoulder pads with black trim, white forearms. Yeah, that was definitely thinner. How weird. Never noticed that. I think that would look quite good. I think that would look quite good. Does anybody disagree with doing that? Is that wrong in any way? Mr. Sagan, how are you doing? Why is that wrong? Why is it wrong, Sam? Sammy boy. Why is it wrong to put the Mark IV with trim on some assault marines for... Hang on. Am I repainting? I am, yeah. I am. Have you seen these? Have you seen my Raven Guard? Got lots of Raven Guard. So I swapped 20 assault marines for a box of jet bikes from somebody, and 10 of the assault marines had been started to be painted like Emperor's Children. So I've got 10 Emperor's Children painted assault marines, which we're going to do as Raven Guard to kind of go with the rest of my army, because they're looking good. Oh shit, I've painted his eyes blue. And I was just checking because I've got this from the Black Books. So that's the Assault Legionary, but he's the Mark IV, and he's got white shoulder pads with white arms, but he's got the really cool ones with a trim. And I know these ones are Mark VI, so I don't know whether to mix and match and put some Mark IV shoulder pads on the Mark VI Marines, because I quite like the idea of the white. Quite like the idea of the white shoulder pads, but with the black trim around them. So, and I definitely want Mark VI. I definitely want Mark VI Assault Marines, because I love the jetpacks. The jetpacks look amazing, and they're very Raveny. Stand out nicely. Yeah, that's the plan, Danica. That's the plan. And then the reconnaissance squads will be jet black and will stand out against the majority of the army again as well. I'm just not sure what to do with. Just not sure what to do with the shoulder pads. You agree on the jump packs? Do you agree on the shoulder pads, Sam? Mr. Horus Heresy himself. You are the legend of knowledge. But yeah, do you like my Raven Guard, dude? Do you like my Raven Guard? I've assembled and built and assembled most of the stuff Games Workshop has sent me in like Raven Guard form, and I've got just over 3,000 points, and I've just ordered Corvus Corax as well. So we've got the Derodeo here as well. I want to add a few of these plate, like I want to make that plate white, so I might just add that in. And then I've got a Contemptor up on the shelf as well. There's a Leviathan. Again, I think I should have been a little bit braver with this one. I think I should have been a little bit braver with this one and put like big Raven wings on here rather than the Raven skull. And I definitely want to paint this shoulder pad white. So that shoulder pad needs to go white. But I can't really add the Raven wings on here now, because then there would just be too much on the model. So he'll just have to have loads and loads and loads of chipping. I do like them. M and I are very partial to that murky Incubi Darkness colour. Nice, he's lovely. Well, you'll have me back. I got a hot date with my guitar. Nice. You'll have to get another one. Yeah, I want, so maybe I'll have to get another one. I don't know. They don't feel very Raven Guardy to me, the Leviathans. Like, I've convinced myself that the Derodeo is okay, because that can be like back support, while the stealthy stuff is like, it's almost like a distraction tactic. So this is at the back, like throwing in all the all the missiles and everything, while like the reconnaissance squads are just like sneaky up, and the tactical marines are like slowly walking forward and stuff. So it's not like the entire army has to be sneaky. It just has sneaky factors in it. And then the Night Lords have got all the big tanks. So the Night Lords have got the Kratos, the Spartan, the massive stupid tank destroyer thing in the Spartan chassis. They've got the Scorpius, Whirlwind Scorpius, and then all the Night Lords are going to be Mark II, Mark IV. If they ever do Mark IV, I mean, I need Mark IV because I want my Raven Guard reconnaissance squads to be Mark IV. So they're going to be Mark II, Mark IV, and Mark III. Yeah, that's going to be the Night Lords. And then I've got a Night Lords Leviathan, 2 Night Lords Contemptors, which I grabbed before they changed them to just the body. I've got a Centurion, Night Lord Centurion, which I converted, yeah, I think that's it for the Night Lords. So I need to add more stuff to the Night Lords than I do for the Raven Guard. The Raven Guard I got 3,500 points. But I won't go as far to say that you can't have all the dreads. It is a Legion after all. Yes, yeah. And I've got a drop pod as well. Like 1 Leviathan, 1 Deredeo, and maybe I kind of want 2 Contemptors. Now, the question, Sam, is like the Deliverers were the Terran-born Raven Guard, right? And Corvus Corax fell out with them, and they kind of... somebody said on stream the other day that this was like the original Raven Guard colour scheme, which is why they're all in dark red, and like Corvus just like left them in dark red to kind of mark them out. So the Deliverer stuff, would a Deliverer Leviathan or a Deliverer Contemptor or a Deliverer Scheme Land Raider, would those be relevant / correct? And not particularly correct, but would they conceivably have been a thing? So if I was to do a dark red Land Raider or a dark red Contemptor, which I really want to do, or a dark red Leviathan, would that be viable with... Because all the Terminators in the army are going to be red, because that's going to like be a real good, like... Because if you think of the Blood Angel army, looks really good because it's all red, and then you've got the black from the Death Company and the gold from the Sanguinary Guard. So as an army, it looks really cool. Eldar look really good because you've got like the black from Ulthwé, and then you've got all the different aspect warriors and the different colours of the aspect warriors around the army. So the army looks like very, 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 very cool. Whereas the Raven Guard being all black, I didn't really want to go that way, but adding in like the dark red and then the jet black when I get the when I do the reconnaissance squads, and they're going to be jet black, you're then going to have like those 3 colours in the army, and it's going to look really good. So would a Deliverer Scheme Land Raider, Leviathan and or Contemptor be a thing / conceivably be accurate-ish? If you thought you were wrong, you weren't. Chris was. What? I'm never wrong. Wackadoodle, how you doing? Wonder what they taste like. You can get a Siege Dreadnought as a distraction while the sneakies do their sneaky stuff. Yeah, a Siege Dreadnought. Like, in my head, the Dreadnoughts are like fire support. Big questions, dude. I know. You're not up on Deliverers. Okay. So that's like I can't find that much like information about the Deliverers. Maybe I need to ask. Maybe I need to ask on Blue Sky or something, or try and find something out. But like, I just think it would look cool. But I want to know whether it's conceivably a thing, because as far as I know, the Deliverers were just the Terran-born Raven Guard that Corvus Corax just like shunned. So conceivably, they would have more war gear stuff. You love the mindset to make it fit and represent the lore. Yeah. Because I don't want to go massive. Like, it's not going to be an entirely Deliverer's scheme Raven Guard, but it's just going to be like the odd couple. And I think a Contemptor in dark red would look amazing. Like, a Contemptor in that red would just look... and the vast majority of the army is going to be this really, really cool kind of like Dark Reaper, turquoisey, dark black. Anyway, how are you, Sam? And how is Ems? Hello, Ems, if Ems is watching. Check what I mentioned earlier. Check what you mentioned earlier. Oh, you can get a Siege Dreadnought. Yeah, the Siege Dreadnoughts... The Siege Dreadnoughts, like, you have to remember that the Raven Guard are going to use all the war gear in their arsenal to achieve the job. So you could conceivably have a Siege Dreadnought, but in my head the Dreadnoughts are where the heavy firepower comes from, because the Raven Guard are... I want them to be very infantry heavy. And infantry heavy means like lots of assault squads, lots of reconnaissance squads, lots of tactical squads, like a tactical support squad with the Volkite and things. Maybe a unit of like Devastators, the heavy guys, but that just gives a massive lack of heavy weaponry. And I was going to put all the heavy weaponry on Predators because they're quick. I definitely want a Sakaran, not a Sicarius. Definitely want a Sakaran because they're fast tanks, aren't they? And then the Leviathans, the Deredeo, and the Contemptors, that's where I was going to put the big weaponry, like the big las cannons and the plasma or the plasma bombards on the Saturnine. So that's where I was going to put the heavy weaponry rather than on the rather than doing like siege drills and stuff on the Contemptors. You love a Volkite, mate. I'm obsessed with Volkite. I'm obsessed with Volkite, dude. Like, my Predator, or one of my Predators, is all Volkite. He's got Volkite turret and then Volkite sponsons. I love the Volkite. I don't know what it is. It just looks badass. It just looks so cool. Like, all my sergeants, or the vast majority of my sergeants, have all got the Volkite Serpentas. And where's the one that I've sort of painted? There's the one I've sort of painted. I didn't know how to paint them, so I had to go and find a picky. And that seems to be the way. So everything's copper, and then that's gold at the top. And then you've got the little hazard stripes on the cable. So that seems to be the way. He needs his red eyes. I painted him blue eyes because I couldn't decide. I couldn't decide whether to go blue eyes or red eyes. And it is red eyes. I ruined my Spartan that way. You ruined your Spartan what way? Wait, what? Oh, you given your Spartan all Volkite, have you? Why is that ruined? I love the Volkite. I think the Volkite looks amazing. Oh, mate, wait till you see this. So, I was doing all the turrets for the Predators. I have 5 Predators. I don't quite know how Games Workshop have sent me 5 Predators, but I've got 5 Predators. I can't remember them sending 5 either. I think because I think I don't know. Anyway, so I've got loads of turrets. Anyway, so I've got a Volkite one here, and then I thought, oh, I need to do an autocannon one. So I started building the autocannon turret, and it just reminded me so much of the classic one from the 90s with the big long turret. Anyway, I might have overcompensated. Might have overcompensated on the turret. I was like, I need to do that. It looks amazing. It's so cool. Like, the ordinary turret like stops about here. So I built the turret, cut out the centre, cut out the tip, cut out this bit, drilled that, drilled through here, drilled that, and then that's a piece of aluminium tubing. Yeah, proper like, look how long it is. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. So yeah, love that. So I'm going to save this one. I'm going to save this one for the YouTube video on painting the tanks, because this is all done with a brush. There's no airbrush on this again. So I'm going to save this one for the YouTube video and just say, kind of like throwback to the classic one from the 90s. So yeah. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, we need to put gloss varnish on all of these. So we've just been chipping. We've just been chipping all the. Transfers out and everything. So we chipped them with black, and now I'm going back with the Dark Reaper just to give them a bit of colour. Give all the chipping a bit of colour. And then what we need to do after this last little bit here, I need to give all the shoulder pads a gloss varnish so that we can, this should be dry by now as well, so that we can do the brown around the studs. So the studs have all gone a bit brown. That should be dried a little bit, and then we can also start adding some drips and everything to the rest of them. So we've got the oil paint here, so that's ready to go. Yeah, and I love the. Do you know what the basing on this? For those of you who weren't around to find out what the basing is, this is smashed up concrete. So you get a load of concrete, put it in a steel bowl, smash it with a sledgehammer or a lump hammer or something, and you get this, which is super cool for basing because you get really fine stuff and then you get slightly larger stuff. It's amazing for basing. So it's just smashed up concrete. So if you've got a neighbour that's got a brick wall with cement between the bricks and those little bits of cement that fall off and lie on the bottom of the wall, go and pick them all up, throw them in a box and smash them up. Right, what are we doing? We need to give... Where's my... There it is. Is that gloss varnish? Yeah, this one's gloss varnish. The Mecca varnish is the best varnish at the moment. So we're just going to... give all of these a very, very quick thin coat of gloss varnish. And this is just to stop the... the oil wash from bleeding. Bleeding across the shoulder pad, because we don't want it all over the shoulder pad, the brown. We just want the brown to stay around the studs, because the shoulder pad needs to stay black. So just going to pop some gloss varnish on all the shoulder pads. The internet guy told me to smash my neighbour's wall. What are you doing? Well, this guy on the internet told me to smash your wall up for the bits of concrete. What? Who is this guy? Here's some you prepared earlier. Very nice, dude. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I'm absolutely... This is the most excited... And I understand that I'm a very excitable person. This is the most excited I've been building an army in years, absolutely years. I don't quite know why I've got so excited about these. I think they're just coming together really well. So Corvus Corax should be coming very, very soon. He should be arriving. Hopefully this week, but probably more probably next week. I don't think Games Workshop will ship him this week, but we'll see. and then we can build a Corvus Corax. I don't know whether to repose him or not. I might try and repose him. I haven't got any ideas on how to repose him yet, but I think it would be quite cool to do. Finished ones over there. The ones that still need to be done over here.
I understand that I'm a very excitable person. No shit, Sherlock. Fuck. Moo. Tongue.
It's always going to be towards the 19th. You've not helped me in my battle with Em about which legion we should work on. You're welcome, Ems. And yes, I have stripped all the Emperor's Children Marines that I've painted. Although to be fair, they are going to be repainted as Night Lords. They were the Marines that they were, one of the Emperor's Children. Oh, to be fair, one of them was a Mark 6, so he has been stripped to turn into a Raven Guard. But there were 3 Emperor's Children which were in the Mark 3. I painted up 3 Emperor's Children in Mark 3, so they've been stripped there ready for Night Lords.
Stripped all the Emperor's children? Talk about kinky.
Yep, all the Emperor's Children have been stripped. All the ones that I've done. Because I've done, I did 3 or 4 Emperor's Children in Mark 3. I did half the Legions Imperialis box in Emperor's Children, so they've all been reprimed as Raven Guard actually. And then I did 1 tank as an Emperor's Children, and that has been reprimed, and that one's going to be Night Lords. So the vast majority of the tanks that I've got are going to be Night Lords. Night Lords are where all the heavier stuff is going to be. We need a game, Sammy boy. We need a 3.0. It's funny how 40k has additions, but Horus Heresy has .0s. Horus Heresy 3.0, not 3rd ed, 3.0. As long as you didn't strip and reprime my Emperor's Children, I say go ahead. No, yours are safe in the hands of Royal Mail, flying across the pond as we speak. The reason why it had 2 check-ins at Heathrow is because it has a check-in when it gets to Heathrow, and then it also seems to have a check-in once it gets to like the delivery part of Heathrow when it gets put on the airplane. So it has 2 check-ins at Heathrow. They both say the same thing. You're up for a match? Yes, yes, mate, yes. Yes, mate. With your Emperor's Children, yeah? Be nice to hang out. It would be. I haven't seen any of you guys for ages. Like, the chat's gone quiet. I need to say hello in the chat. I did have a bit of a falling out with Middle-earth for a while. They're a different way of counting 10,000 years before 40k, obviously. Sammy boy. Fulgrims. Do you have a Fulgrim? Am I remembering correctly that Ems painted you a Fulgrim? Is that right? What do we reckon, Twitch chat? Quick vote. Should I repose Corvus Corax, Mr. Crowcrow? And if yes, what pose should it be? Because I can't think of any artwork. Like the artwork from the front of Deliverance, which really should be called Deliverance Lost, shouldn't it? For the Paradise Lost reference. That one's not a bad pose, but yeah, I don't know. Should we repose it? His pose is pretty cool as it is. It's just his head's a mess. Definitely need to find a head. I don't know if a Primaris head is going to be large enough. For him, but his head is all like sinewy and weird with weird hair. I kind of agree that I don't think his pose is too bad. It's not like Conrad Kurz, who I desperately want to repose like the really really cool artwork. Pretty dynamic as is. So you're voting no repose? Just like a tidy up? Hey Sam, do you like my Tigris Exodus pattern bolt gun conversion? Scratch building for my reconnaissance marines whenever some Mark IVs come out. We've got some Exodus pattern bolters ready to go. We just need the Mark IVs. So hopefully this edition we'll get some Mark IVs. Then I need some Mark II assault marines for the Night Lords. Last one. And then this is just so that, like I say, these have all had like a matte varnish. And if you put oils on a matte varnish, it's just going to bleed everywhere. And I don't want it to bleed away from the studs on the shoulder pads. I've always liked Kurz's pose. I hear you. However, Like, I understand everybody liking Curzon's pose. However, I raise you that pose. I'm like, God damn it, I want that pose. So yeah, I just kind of really want. Hey, Sinister, how you doing? I just kind of want to repose him like that because he's amazing. He's awesome. So cool. It's a bit more like commanding his. Yeah. It's like they're two very different poses. Like maybe I just need two models and build one like he is and then convert the other one. I don't know. Nighthaunter's badass. Anyway, we've got Corvus Corax to do first. Because we need to get the Raven Guard all up. Oh, I know what I can do. Here you go, Mr. Sam. Is that the army? Yeah.
As Christopher is not reading the chat, funny that they name it Exodus, when it's the Vindicator's pistol and rifle.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! 38 degrees and sunny, having a noon coffee, nice. Nighthaunter is badass. Is badass. So yeah, that's everything at the moment. The Kratos, this Kratos over here, that's going to the Night Lords. I think it's. I want to replace that with a Sakaran, and then in there are going to be 20 Assault Marines, 10 Dark Furies, 10 more Death In, and Corvus Corax. Okay, so all this, if I put all of this over here now, in theory, the stuff on this side should be dry because it's the first ones that I did. So we should be able to oil wash all of this. I get why you're excited. It's coming together, dude. I'm so excited. So excited, mate. I'm so excited. It was just a random idea as well. It's one of those. Oh, I wonder what it would look like if I did a Raven Guard like this. And I painted one. I was like, shit, that looks cool. Where's the one I painted? This is the one that I started painting, and then I made him. So this is what happens when you put the oil wash on without giving gloss varnish, because you can see how it's all just like stained brown now, and it's lost the really cool turquoise look of it. But I painted this. I was like, that looks so cool. And then I did the oil wash to add a little bit of kind of color interest to it. I was like, it's ruined it. So I need to go back and do. So I've basically, yeah, I've done 30 Marines. I did the Saturnines for the Warcom article. Yeah. And then I even built a drop pod. Like, that's how much I'm enjoying my Raven Guard. I even built a drop pod, and I painted. Well, I say painted, sprayed the inside as well. There's only one door that opens because I put it together and then I put it on my my sanding disc on the lathe, so that it's just sits at an angle. There you go. It's all been sanded back, so when it goes on the table, it just sits at a weird angle, and then that is the open door. That post-wash cleanup is important. Yeah, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work with a matte finish. It stains the matte finish, and you can't get it off. So there's two different ways of doing the oil wash. You can either oil wash over matte if you want to filter it, or you have to drop a little bit of gloss varnish on so that it can control exactly where it's going to sit. Like, that's one that hasn't had. That's one that's had like slightly more carefully placed wash on it. So you still get the green. I really like the green. So yeah, two different things. That's a cool idea. Gives it a bit of a tilt. Post cleaner is important. So yeah, right. Let's start doing. Hope it's dry. I think it's dry. It's one of the hardest things with gloss varnish to know whether it's dry or not. I think it's dry. Where's my... Did I knock it off? Yes. And then this is my Praetor. So he should be quite cool. Oh, and there's my throne list. My throne list has just popped up in chat as well. I sorted that out this week. So the throne list is a little bit better than the Amazon list that I used to have, because you can contribute to items on the list rather than having to buy them outright like you had to do on the Amazon one. So if anybody wants to contribute to anything that's on there, then you are welcome to help out. Thank you very much. Obviously you don't need to. Just hanging out in chat is more than enough. See you later, JJ. Okay. So now look, you see, it's just putting a oily brown wash just around the studs, and then the studs get a highlight. A little bit of brown at the bottom of the bolter. And you've obviously got the wash in here, and then you got the oil up here as well, so you can grab little bits of oil just to add bits to places. There you go. Perfect. Rectum Royalty trying to figure that out. Use down a layer of gloss. Yeah, like so. This is matte here, but if you're just putting like pure, I'll show you on another one. Let's do another one here. So if I'm just putting down a dot of pure oil, like that, so that will stay, and then you can streak that down. Same with this here. So that will stay on the matte finish, and then you can streak that down. But if you want to do the wash, like I say, it's just understanding how and what, how the oil works. They look cool as fuck. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm buzzing about it, mate. I've done a video for YouTube, so this is the one for YouTube, which is nearly there. They've all got the little trinkets on as well, because I found out that because the shoulder pads have that little cutout in them, you can stuff trinkets up in there really well, and it looks like they're just kind of hanging out at the bottom of them, which is perfect. So I'm going to do this one's for YouTube, which I'm going to try and get out for Friday. So this tutorial will be out on Friday. Then this guy is going to be painted to a slightly higher level because he's a really cool Praetor. So he'll be painted to a slightly higher level. And then I'm going to do the Predator with the autocannon for YouTube as well. Love me some Corvia. Speak to you soon. See you later, man. Have a good one. Have a great one. I'm going to go make some dinner in a second as well because it's nearly 6 o'clock now. Okay, so now you dry the brush off a little bit so that we can then pull this oil drip down. There we go. So just pull these oil drips down. I've put the oil drips over white, so when you pull them down you get a bit of colour coming out. Look. Same with this one here. There we go. And then also, just want to do them on the feet as well. Fantastic. I'm getting really hungry. I have another sip of tea. Another sip of tea and see how long we can go. I want to try and do a load of these, but we'll see how long this lasts. I've put that too far over, haven't I? Yeah, there we go. And I'm putting it at the bottom because that's hopefully where the rust is going to congregate, collect, congregate. Like rust is sentient. There we go. So there we go. We'll just rinse and repeat all of that. Rusty Raven Guard. Do all the Raven Guard. What Nurgle shenanigans is this? It's just the it's just certain parts of them. So we're doing rust around the studs here. The camera's just gone, hasn't it? I think that's timing for finishing up. Swap the battery quickly.
As a demonstration.
See you later, Spike. I'm gonna go make some dinner after a couple more.
باتر يا عزيز.
Moron.
I think I have one in the truck.
Right. So then I'll try that up enough. So yeah, just like that. Hosting a stippling class for the buddy. Oh, nice one, Sinister. That's fantastic. What a cool idea. we go. Oh, right, last one, everybody, and then I'm going to go make some dinner. Let's do a Vexilla. Fantastic. Right. There we go, everybody. Shall we go find somebody to raid? Basic putty work to save a few misprints instead of reprinting. Just basic resculpting woodwork and gap filling. Nice. He was mopey about having to do a reprint, and I was like, I can fix that in 2 minutes. Bamboo Lads FDM printer is quite nice for bigger projects. Fantastic. Fantastic. What a cool stream. Thank you very much, everybody. That was awesome. Enjoyed that. Hope you all did as well. And find somebody to pass you all over to. Oh, Goldilocks is on. Ren's playing Old World. Retired Mystic Amethyst. See you later, dude. See you later, everybody. Have a good evening. Have fun. Oh no, can't raid him. So I can't raid him. I will. Oh, I'll have to raid somebody else. Cryo's on.